Today on the channel, from the Masters Universe Origins movie line figures, we've got the Fright Fighter.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're back to the Origins line, this time with the Fright Fighter, Target exclusive. Maybe Target is really the only place to find this right now, but for everything else Masters Universe related and everything else under the sun, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there. And as I said, Target seems to be the place for this one. It is on an end cap right now. Have to imagine that end cap is at the end of its line, so we could see some clearance on this. And I've said since the get-go, got to get a deal. I'm not picking this up without some discount action. And this week, as I'm filming, there was a red card or Target Circle event going on. Red card saves 5%, which is always nice. Kind of cuts down the tax a little bit. But then they did have the Circle Rewards, spend $40, get $10 off. That's where I jumped in. This is like $42.99, took $10 off that, plus 5%. Got to get a deal. That's what I did. I didn't want to pay full price. Now, I know somebody from the future is going to put in the comments. They always do, Todd McFarlane. Oh, I got this for $18 on clearance at mine. I'm sure you will 6, 8 months from now, 3 months from now, 2 days from now. Who knows? What is time? But I'm sure there'll be some deals on this, and maybe some people will be army building this vehicle. We'll see what ends up happening. But this wasn't one where I wanted to get it $42.99 for whatever reason. But I'm fine picking it up here. And it's got the hallmarks of the Origin style, of course, in the vehicle department with the little flap at the top up there. But let's dive into it. We're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And there it is, the old Fright Fighter, looking like a bug, looking like an insect, as we know. Masters Universe logo from the movie right over here. The Fright Fighter, the evil dragonfly attack vehicle. Looking like something out of Cobra Law is what it looks like to me. Looking pretty good. You got some of the different stuff you can do. You got pinchers, you got wings, you got all kinds of stuff. Always fun to get a vehicle. We don't get as many vehicles as we did back in the 80s and 90s, as we do know, especially with the lack of Toys R Us, the place where vehicles lived, apparently. But it's nice to get something here, especially tied into the movie. And you can use this with your regular Origin figures if you want to. It doesn't have to be movie related. Choose your own adventure, as we like to say here. Got some glamorous shots there. We got Spikor in there, but I don't believe Spikor flew any of this in the movie, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think so. I also see Teela in the background. I don't think Teela's even went up for pre-order or order yet, so I'm sure she's coming sooner, maybe rather than later. We'll see what happens there. It does say the Fright Fighter, the evil dragonfly attack vehicle. He-Man, Teela, and Man-at-Arms battle the Fright Fighter, plotted by the evil warriors on their journey to save Eternia from the forces of darkness. All right, well, if they say so, they got to be right, I'm sure. Can I get this open? There we go. Pull it out. Gonna whip out my Fright Fighter. That's what I always call it. Oh, there it is. Little box. Off to the side. See you later. Okay, we get this a straight up box in here. We got tape locked in. What mysteries could be inside of here? That's what I want to know. Oh my gosh, very mysterious. Everything is twist tied in, locked in. Unbelievable. I'm going to take this offline. I'm going to put this bad boy together. We'll be back talking all things Masters Universe Fright Fighter. All right, got the Fright Fighter out of the package, got it assembled. Got to say, it took longer to get all the twist ties and everything out of the baggie and all that kind of stuff than it actually did to put this bad boy together. Didn't even need instructions, just the way it should be, just like the old days. Love to see that, of course. But we got the Fright Fighter here looking like a huge dragonfly, looking like a big insect, looking very cool. Once again, looks like something out of Cobra Law to me. But let's break it down. Let's talk about it. Let's dive into it a little bit. Now, these are the wings. They just clip onto the top here very easily, just plug and play. They almost look like little daggers off to the side. You look at it, it almost looks like a ninja weapon or something. You'd have your fingers in there. But looking very good. All gray plastic, just flat plastic on this one there. You do get a little trigger on the back. It's almost like a little gun trigger right here. You pull it, and what do you know? These things just kind of flap in the wind. just flapping in the wind like so, looking pretty good here. So works like it's supposed to, so you can't be against that, I guess what we'll say. Now going to the end and working our way back here, you got a little stinger of a tail here. You got two big spikes here. You also got a blaster gun here, looking very good. Now this does fold down like so, so just folds really easy. Love the pinkish purplish plastic here. It's got a little bit of a Iron Man gloss kind of finish to it, looking very nice. But that bends like that, and there's a little trigger on the side here, and you get a little further bend right here, so you can bend it down. That way you can go shooting and blasting. You can hook a character in here if you want to. There's a lot you could do. And then it also helps with this, if you want to have a trigger, have this going on. Now, first thing I noticed with these big long wings here, I'm just like, where am I going to display this? I don't know if I can work it to kind of hang from the ceiling possibly, because this takes up a lot of real estate and it doesn't really stand so well on its own. It does stand just like so, but almost looks once again like a G.I. Joe vehicle here, but those wings take up a lot of real estate. There's no doubt about it, but it does look very cool, especially if you have it folded like this and like I said, ready to go, ready to attack all comers. Now, you go to the top here, you got the blast effects or the blaster engines here. I can just see them shooting flames out of there, things like that. You do got holes where the screw goes, but you could put almost effect pieces, like blast effects if you have them, that would fit. Very nice shine throughout. Once again, a very marbled kind of soft, smooth plastic throughout on this one. You get some different colors when you get to the canopy right here with some of that kind of gunmetal blue going on. Windows all over the place so the pilot can see all around them while they're attacking the Masters of the Universe, I guess. You do get two blasters. They just plug right in on the side here. They go back and forth side to side, one on each side. So you got some coverage there as far as weapons do go. Getting down to the bottom here, you got the big pinchers in the front. There's a little lever, top and farther, lever. We got one right here. You pull it out and it opens up here on the side. You scoop down, you can pick somebody up and take them off into the sky if you want to. So that's a nice little feature as well. So a lot of playability with this one, a lot of different things going on, a lot of things, a lot of use. This would be great to have for a little kid. There's no doubt about it. Now you do get the canopy in the front. You got the little lip on the front here. It just rolls right up. Almost reminds me of the Skyhawk of the G.I. Joe days. A lot of G.I. Joe mentions in this one here. We're going to get more G.I. Joe in a second. Now you do got the steering here. It's almost like a video game steering column. You got the place for the feet. You got the rest there, the seat, everything molded in, everything scoped in there. Would have been cool if we got stickers or if it would have been painted inside. Somebody could take this to the next level, paint the interior of this, really make it really pop. And I guess you could do it with the whole body of this thing if you really wanted to. But the plastic's nice over the top, goes up. The hinge works very easily, very easy to get out of there. Now, for some reason, Spikor is the one they always show flying around in this one. So I did get the Origins movie version of Spikor. Spikor was next level in that He-Man movie. I love that character. Nightmare fuel, very much like a horror character, if you ask me. I don't know how well he's going to fit in here, though. That's the question I got. Feels like it might be a little tight for him. And it looks like he fits. I guess he's going to be okay. Fits right in there. So there you go. Spikor, just like they showed on the packaging, he fits in there just fine. I thought it was going to be a tight fit, but he squeezed on in there. I'd imagine if it was real life, somebody'd hate to sit in the seat after him. It's like, oh, you can put a bunch of holes. You punctured the seat up. But it does look good. It does look good. I'm surprised how well he fits in there. And then, of course, some people have mentioned this, Cobra Law. Never forget Cobra Law. Looks like a Cobra Law vehicle. Stick one of those Cobra Law Royal Guards in here. You could easily throw them in, and you're off to the races with one of those. So if you want to put this in your G.I. Joe collection, you could possibly have this guy ready to fly if you wanted a guy. Because if you remember that G.I. Joe movie, possibly the greatest movie of all time, Todd McFarlane. I'll never forget as a little kid watching it now, watching any time it's on, basically. It's on YouTube all the time now. I remember these kind of looking like this. Some of those Cobra Law vehicles, organisms, whatever you want to call, they kind of had a lot of resemblance to something like this. So I know some of the Joe fans will probably army build this one when it does go down to clearance. But all in all, got to say, worth $42.99. Nah, not for me. But for around $30, that feels a little bit better to me. And I bet you $20 feels even better. I have to imagine it would. But very cool, and I'm just happy we get some vehicles every once in a while because vehicles were such an integral part of the 80s and 90s of He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Mask, and we go on and on. There was always something fun about getting vehicles with your figures, and kids know it a little bit, but they don't know it like we used to, and this maybe brings back a little of that magic, at least for me personally. I don't know. You guys sound off in the comments below. What's your thoughts on this one? Is this one worth a pickup for you? Is this something you need in your collection? Is this a must-have vehicle? What's your thoughts? What's your plan for this? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, and we got another YouTube channel with videos every single day. Check them both out. You don't want to miss a video. You know how it is. Subscribe, like, all that fun stuff. Check out YouTube channel memberships. Check out Patreon for even more content. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, Kyle Peterson Show, available every Tuesday wherever podcasts are found, with videocast on YouTube. So for the Fright Fighter Masters Universe Origins Movie Edition, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
We're going to the end of the line.